If you can believe it, it's already been over a month since the engineer was NG here, everyone. And my goodness, time is just non-existent this year, apparently. But you know what is timeless? Baseball. Even though no one watches it anymore. But that said, we still got a heavy hitter here today, folks. The Scout, the BostonBoom Bringer, is here and ready to knock it out of the park. Let's get to it. And as we'll come to find, many of his stats are configurable. However, for us here today, things will stay status quo. The Scout sits at 150 hunger, 175 sanity, and 125 health, which is fairly average all things considered. Just mind that slightly lower health is all. But let us break down some of the gear that the Scout spawns into the constant with, shall we? Like the Scout's bat here. The Scout's bat is a simple melee weapon with 210 uses at 17 damage each, which is not as strong as it could very well be, and that's a good thing. But the bat itself also has a craft that is available straight from the start as well, and will require marble, rope, and rocks to create. Not bad. And it's balanced well to boot. The Scout also spawns equipped with his Scout's Cap, a headgear item that will increase speeds by 2%, is 20% resistant to wetness, which is typical of most headgear items, even provides some overheating protection come summertime, and is also a craft automatically accessible from the moment you spawn in. So fork over a straw hat, stingers, and charcoal for another noggin coverer if you wish. And lastly, the Scout's Bag. It is not only an immediate backpack with 8 slots available to you, it too ever so slightly increases movement speeds along the way. Plus, just like the previous two crafts, another can be made whenever you please with pig butts and twigs. Thing is, however, there is more to the Scout's Bag than meets the eye. For you see, with the Scout's Bag equipped, sticky webbing and/or Bee Queen's honey trail will actually slow you down by an additional 25% over what they already do. And the mechanic does appear to be a bit done broken at the moment, just due to just how effective the dang debuff really is, but also due to yet another speed mechanic at play with the Scout here, and that's speed gained over time. The Scout has a built-in ability to slowly gain more and more speed over 20 seconds of continuous running, and the boost can reach upwards of 35% at its base. So throw in his Scout gear, or perhaps a walking cane, and you'll get to zooming in no time flat. But stop running, however, and said boost drops significantly and is gone in but 10 seconds. Also note too that the Scout's hunger will drain 25% faster than normal during this time as well, and yes, it is very noticeable and will catch up to you very quickly. Because it's not like you could just stop running in this game. That said, you could just jump around, I suppose. The Scout has all sorts of movement-related mechanics, it seems, and who could blame him? Movement perks can be pretty darn fun, but with an item equipped in hand, you can right-click to perform a leap of sorts, not too dissimilar to the soul-hopping ability of Wartox. And yes, you can indeed jump over gaps with it. Have fun, and remember, there's no crying in baseball. The Scout here comes ready with a number of different bats, everyone, and the Sandman here is quite good fun. Toss together some logs, the Scout bat itself, and soak for a bat that may only deal 13.6 damage, sure. However, it does boast a bit of a range to it that could very well allow for you to get one extra swing in and still avoid danger. Good luck. But the Sandman's true purpose is batting baseballs at our enemies, everyone. We can click to launch a ranged attack proper that deals just under 30 damage and can potentially stun some small to medium mobs along the way. so batter up. But if you're one to want to deliver true strikes, the Boston Basher is the bat for you. With a tentacle spike, a Sandman itself, and twigs, you can have a bat that deals 17 damage a swing, offers a bit of range to it, has 150 uses, and boasts the added ability to apply a bleeding damage over time effect to everything but bosses. Very cool. And the effect lasts for 10 seconds for an additional 40 points of damage, so take advantage. Careful now, though. Somehow swing and somehow miss, and you will bonk yourself. Not good, as yes, you're gonna bleed too. But speaking of bonking, we've got Bonk, the atomic punch to drink if we wish. It is a magic craft requiring red caps, nightmare fuel, and some of our own health to create. And it will also knock us for 10 sanity and 5 more health when we do actually drink it. Those will double for any other character, mind you, but the effect of drinking a can is the same. 20 seconds of invincibility. Now that sounds awesome, and it is. However, note how you have 0 inventory access as well as no ability to attack during this time, so be mindful. But this soda here will allow us to bat away our enemies and do it better than ever. Crit Cola is made from Bonk, the Atomic Punch, and Monster Meat. And as you could have guessed, it allows us to deal critical damage with each hit. We can have this ability for 30 seconds and benefit from 35% more damage along the way. But be mindful though, any damage you take while under this effect will increase by 10%. Good luck. And yet another enjoyable beverage is that of Mad Milk, both in and out of the game, mind you. Using electric milk and nightmare fuel, we can have an item that when thrown at a target covers them in milk. And this lasts for a decent amount of time, and whatever damage we deal it comes back to us as health at a 50% rate, mind you. Not bad. And milk can put out fires as well, because milk is best. But let's look to wrap up here with 2 final crafts, starting with the Holy Mackerel. Also available from the very beginning of a world, it is a craft that unfortunately still requires the older version of a fish, so there's that. But if you do manage to craft one, know that it's a melee weapon that deals 17 damage, has 210 uses total, and tells you how many times you've hit something with a fish, as well as when you kill something with a fish. But yep, that's all she wrote. However, the last craft of the day is that of the Hot Dogger, folks. This clothing item not only slows the rate of hunger drain in general, it will return 5 hunger to us every 30 seconds while we have it on. Fun stuff. Do note, however, that as the hat spoils over time, it will start to return less hunger and take longer to do so in general. But folks, I think that will have to do it for the Scout here. Remember though, we played him at his default levels and kept his crafts, damage, speed, and more all alone. So if you wish to, plenty of configuration options to change just about all of that to your own liking are available to you. So have at it, folks. And there you have it, everyone. The Scout, the BostonBoom Bringer of Don't Starve Together. Many thanks to Jack and Goat Slice for your work on him, and I look forward to previewing all the others down the line. Y'all really hit it out of the park here. But thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all. Don't strike out. And I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.